Hi everyone, we're going to talk about cancelled culture today. We're also playing NieR Automata as well, so that's fun. But no, we'll get back, we'll start this, mainly because there's a really boring section, so in what I consider boring sections of the game where there's not a lot going on, it's very repetitive. I am going to start talking about a little bit more prevalent issues. I also love the fact, can we just admit, that it was lovely and green and almost colourful, and it goes black and white here. I just love this. The little changes in the game they make when stuff goes on. It's really fun.
Command is deploying new flight units for us. They just sent the coordinates, so let's get going. On it.
Should we just fish? Should we just fish while we're being just attacked by a thing? We're going to talk about cancel culture, because I've got a lot of thoughts on cancel culture and I need to address them. So I'm going to try and get this video up relatively quickly, but Jenna Marbles has just cancelled herself. And she's apologised a lot of the things for what she did in the past. And I think the world we live in is so quick to cancel people, even if they've not done, like, something wrong. And the people that have done something wrong aren't cancelled. Like, I'm not going to mention specific people who I think should be cancelled, because I feel I'm hard to offend. And so I struggle to see where other people potentially could be offended.
The should be on the roof of that building up ahead. It'll be dangerous, but we're not going anywhere unless we pass through that Goliath's legs. We should be careful.
Mainly just because, like, I'm white. I've lived a relatively privileged life in that respect. I've not been affected by my skin colour. My gender, being a man, isn't really criticised that much. The only thing that I've been criticised for is my sexual orientation. So I know what it's like to be offended and to be attacked for something that you can't control. But, like, I do feel like there are some people who are overtly sensitive to certain issues. And don't get me wrong, like, it's their prerogative to be, and it's great that we live in a world that people can be overly sensitive. I know a lot of people struggle with a lot of different things mentally. I've struggled with certain things, so I can only imagine what other people have, and they can be really affected by watching someone that they respect, or a big influential person saying things like that, you know? So I get why people can be offended. I just haven't experienced myself to be as offended as some people can be. And I want to make this channel a safe space for everyone, if I can. So I don't care what skin colour you are, what sexual orientation you are, what gender you identify as. Man, woman, non-binary, cisgender, transgender, whatever. It's a safe space for you. If you like, we're just here to like games and chill out, but I will talk about these things because these things are on my mind. These are things that are prevalent, and if I say something offensive, I want to be called out for it, because at the end of the day, I can't say I want this to be a safe space and then say insensitive things that hurt people and makes people feel unsafe coming to this channel. So if I say something offensive, call me out. Put a comment in the description below. Thumbs down my video. Tweet at me. Like, tell me I'm being insensitive. Fuck. Tell me I'm being insensitive. Call me out. Do that. Never be afraid to call someone out. If you're offended by someone, never be afraid to call that person out. Never be afraid to call me out. I'm just a person. I will make mistakes. I will maybe say something. This is probably offending someone as I speak, but that's fine. We're all allowed to have opinions. If you're hurt by my opinion, then I'm sorry. It's my opinion. I'm not going to censor myself for that reason. But if I've said something that is steeped in racism or in homophobia, transphobia, sexism, something like that, misogyny, call me out. Call me the fuck out.
Be careful. The skies are packed with anti-air weapons. Make sure to approach at low altitude. Copy that.
But I'm gonna be someone who will take responsibility for what I've done, what I've said, always. So if I need to be called out, I will take responsibility and apologise for what I've done in a sincere manner, because at the end of the day, I don't want to hurt. I didn't start this channel to hurt anyone. So if I've hurt you, if I've hurt you so far with my content, I'm so sorry. Like, it's not what I intended to do. I've never set out to offend somebody. But I think that so many people are cancelled, and the fact is, this is not my career. If I got cancelled and I couldn't post any more on this channel, then that's to be expected. That's fine, because I've got a job. This is not my primary job. I've never mentioned I get no money from this. I don't need money from this because I've got another job. Oh wait.
Target enemies offline. That should do it for the Goliaths.
Look out! It's recharging! Ah!
Enemy vibrations are growing in intensity. It's resonating in tandem with the area beneath the combat zone.
What the...
Unbelievable. The aliens who haven't revealed themselves in hundreds of years were hiding underground?
Right, I can talk again. Oh no, maybe I can't.
Yorha, this is your commander. For the first time in centuries, we've intercepted a signal belonging to the aliens. These are the creatures that are in direct command of the machine lifeforms on this planet. If we can destroy them, we can end this long and arduous war once and for all. Our intel team is hard at work attempting to analyze the source of the signal, but we're not there yet. We need more data. All Yorha units are hereby ordered to prioritize data collection above all else. We can't let this chance slip through our fingers. Glory to mankind.
I used command's data to determine the signal's source and marked it on the map. But it seems to be underground. Like, way underground.
Guess we'll see once we get there.
So...
You're not much for plans, are you, 2B?
So, yeah, I think that people are... Never be afraid to call someone out if you're offended. Never. Because at the end of the day, you don't come on... You won't come on that channel to be hurt and to be upset. And if I've cancelled things because I've deleted videos I've recorded because I'm like, I don't want to, that could be offensive. I don't want to do that. And if I want to say something specifically in a video, I will run it by someone who would be offended by certain things. So if I wanted to say a certain joke,
picked up the signal under the caved-in area. Let's go check it out.
if I wanted to say a joke and I thought it could be deemed racially insensitive, I will message a few people that it could affect and just be like, yo, is this offensive to you? Is it okay if I say it? But at the end of the day, I think that we all have we all should have that little inner voice, and if our inner voice says that's too far, then stop. I don't listen to my inner voice a lot of the times when I'm with people, but on here, you don't know me, so you might not know that I am that kind of person, so I can't say. There are some things I will avoid saying, because I'm like, I don't want to offend X, I don't want to offend Y, I don't want to do, you know. So you will have to bear with me. I am learning, but I think people are cancelled too. I think cancelling is sometimes too severe against certain people, because this is their livelihood. I'm saying this before I'm something, because I'm not defending anyone. I just think that I think that if you cancel someone and get rid of any content they've ever created, you need to remember that that's their livelihood. You've destroyed their livelihood. You've not let them educate themselves. You've not taught someone something. You've just ruined that person's life for saying maybe a one-time thing by accident. And I think that that's incredibly sad to do that to certain people. And I'm saying this before I say anything offensive, I like to think, if I ever do that, or not that I plan to, so that I can, my stances on it. And I have stopped following certain people for what they've done, but I've never sent hate to anyone, because I think that why send hate when you can send love to someone else? Send more love to that person than send hate a certain way. And so I want to be a very unproblematic channel. I want to be a very inclusive and welcoming channel. If you want me to approach a certain subject or comment on something that I've said, when I'm planning on doing streaming, so on a stream, message me, spam the chat, leave a comment under here, and I'll mention it in a video I record later that day or whatever. Just let me know, because at the end of the day, I don't know what it's like to be in other people's positions and other people's shoes and victimized for something other than their sexual orientation, because I've got experience of that. I've got my own thing, but I don't know what it's like. So I think that instead of cancelling someone, try and teach them. If they don't learn from then cancelling's fine. But if you don't give people the opportunity to learn and grow and help them have context, then you're not helping anyone. You're ruining people. I'm too hot, so I need to go and chill out for a bit. I hope what I've said has made a bit more sense of where I want my channel to go. So yeah, I've just had this conversation with a friend about cancelling things, and it's got me thinking a bit. So I thought I should just not teach, but say my piece on it. So because there's a lot of things going on in the world, there's a lot of cancelling. It's being called out, and it's scary to think that a lot of people are going to lose their livelihood and everything. And if I get cancelled and get ruined because this isn't my income, I'm not hurt or upset as much as I'm not planning on getting cancelled first off, but yeah, I know this is probably going to get completely overlooked, so I'm talking to no one, but I just want to say my piece, because there's a lot of things I want to say and a lot of things I want to do, because I feel like I want to get my opinion out there and I want to get heard, and I think we all do. And I've got a lot of opinions on a lot of different things that I keep to myself, and this is the place where I'm gonna not exhaust that opinion, but use that opinion, hopefully educate you, hopefully make you laugh, hopefully do all that sort of stuff. But it's a process, and I feel like I couldn't produce another episode or film another episode until I got that off my chest. So thank you for listening. Like and subscribe if you fancy it, and leave a comment down below of whatever you want to. thank you so much for watching. Bye.